Well, videos, we're on the Costa Blanca, we're in Punta Prima, just up by the Norficus famous Spanish restaurant, and an up and coming area. We've got a lot of new builds coming up all around here, and yeah, if you're looking for a nice area, you definitely need to check this place out, and you can check it out. I'll post a link at the end. But the reason why we're here today, taking a nice walk around, we're going to update you on the latest news. If your flight gets cancelled in Spain or anywhere in Europe, how you're about to claim and how much you're going to get. So yeah, we've got a lot of development going on here, and all these new apartments going up just down the side here. You're looking over 250,000 euros. And of course you've got resale property as well, and you've got the big apartments up on the front. But as we're taking a walk around Punta Prima today, and I'm going to let you know what happens if you do get delayed in the airport or you get flight cancelled in Spain, and what you can claim and what your rules are and what you're entitled to. So if you've had a flight cancelled or delayed, what does the law say? Well, I'm going to go through it today, because the law says you can go back 6 years, except in Scotland, which I think is around about 5 years. So if anything has happened to you within that time scale, you're definitely entitled to compensation. I'll let you know how much you're going to get. And in some cases, the compensation is actually a fixed rate which you can receive. It does start off between 200 euros up to 520 euros. But there are lots of rules that you do have to tick before you are entitled to this. So we're going to go through everything. Of course, it all depends on how long your flight has been delayed, and it verify what you're going to get. So depending on the amount of delay and how long you've been delayed, and what cancellation notice you're given, the main key criteria that you've got to have, and it has to be a plane. First of all, that has to be a UK or EU regulated flight. So as long as it's a regulated flight within the UK or EU, then you'll be okay to make this claim if you are delayed. Basically, your plane's got to be leaving either a UK airport or an EU airport. The easiest way to think of that, really, British Airways from New York to London, is it EU regulated? Well, American Airlines from New York to London, definitely not EU regulated. For a delay to actually count, you literally have to arrive to where you're going as well. It's got to be not left less than 3 hours, so anything past 3 hours, I mean, we're not talking about just 3 hours and 2 minutes, you know. Give it a good 3 hours, 3 hours and a half, or 3 hours and 20 minutes or whatever. You are definitely entitled to this claim. And like I say, it's per person, and a family of 4, like you say, you can get up to 2,000 euros. It literally is the moment the doors actually open for the plane as well. So yeah, that is the time limit. So yeah, it could be cha-ting, cha-ting, couldn't it? Then if we are talking about cancellations as well, they've got to be 14 days before the flight. So long as they give you notice 14 days before the flight, and you've got plenty of time to sort everything out and reorganise yourself wherever you're going. So they'll give you that 14-day notice. They've actually offered you a replacement flight. By the way, if you want to check all this, you can check it online. There's lots of tools and ways of doing it, so you can check out everything you need to know. Also, you don't have to pay for the claim either, literally just fill in the form. Finally, it has to be the airport's fault as well, because yeah, it could be an act of God, or there could be bad weather, storms, earthquakes, you know, all that kind of stuff, volcano ash in the sky. But then it wouldn't be down to the actual airline. Basically, if the airport shut down because of this, then yeah, you've got no chance of getting this claim. It's all to do with the airline, and they've made the delay themselves. It ain't a technical issue. Then yeah, you're going to be in for some nice little healthy little claim. If it's meant that your flight is late and there's some kind of a slight grey area, and if you think this is the airline's responsibility or someone else's responsibility and it's the airline's fault, and then law says by statute that you are entitled to this fixed compensation. So you've had a nightmare basically, and you know, you've had to spend 12 hours at the airport, 6 hours sleeping on the floor or get hotels and things like that. And of course, you'll get this money without any shadow of doubt. Oh yeah, that is today's video. Punta Prima, North Africa's famous little restaurant here up on the seafront. Beautiful area. Like I said, I've done other videos in this area as well if you want to check them out. But it's hasta luego from Spain. And make sure your flight ain't delayed.